Dogs dig warming pits and cooling pits. They bury things and then dig them up again. They dig because they smell things, and sometimes they just think they hear things down there. They dig when they're bored and depressed, and yes, even dogs get down sometimes, or just plain happy to be alive. The point is, digging is a very normal dog behavior, so it's much better to learn how to manage this issue than it is to stop it altogether. You see, the message to your dog here should be, it's not that you're digging, but where you're digging that is the problem. The most effective way to stop destructive digging is to give your dog his very own digging pit. You are welcome to build a digging pit for him or donate a corner of your yard to the cause. But there is a quicker way if time is of the essence, which it usually is when you start seeing holes in your yard and sprinkler and drip systems lying everywhere except where they're supposed to be. The first thing I'd like you to try is filling a hard plastic child's swimming pool with sand, the same type of sand you would use for a child's sandbox. It's clean, shakes off easily, and will hold the coolness if lightly dampened. Once you have the sand in the box, start burying a favorite toy or two in the pit so they find something familiar. Add a knuckle bone, Kong toy, or a bully stick to pique their interest. It's unexpected and exciting to make unplanned discoveries. You can even just bury a plain old biscuit and they will still be delighted with their new discovery. Bury all these smelling, wonderful things at different levels. Don't let them see you prepare their treasure chest. You want them to make the discovery. You want them to think the stuff just magically grows there. They will go back time and time again. What a payoff for digging in the right spot. In the beginning, you want them to make a lot of discoveries, but later you can taper off on the number of items you put in their digging pit. Some days it may be nothing more than a couple of biscuits, and other days he may make a big discovery that keeps him busy for hours. Don't forget to bury a new toy once in a while. It's a new kind of treasure. Are you starting to get the idea? Why would they want to dig anywhere else? In the meantime, any existing holes can be filled in with their own feces and then covered back up with the sod they dug up to begin with. Here's a couple of bonus tips. If you think your dog is digging out of boredom, hide a couple of toys or chewies around the yard for him to discover at another time. These discoveries can be in a very obvious place, like in the middle of the lawn or patio, versus behind the tree on the other side of the yard. Your dog will love your new environment enrichment program. Also, during the heat of the summer months, try wetting down the sand in his digging pit. If your dog is a little apprehensive at first about the sudden appearance of this strange-looking digging place, try breaking up one of his favorite biscuits and scattering it over the top of the whole pit. Also, make sure he makes a discovery right away by only partially burying a surprise. Meet each discovery with lots of lavish praise. If he discovers a favorite ball, for instance, how about going wild with praise followed by a quick game of fetch? Now he has an instant cooling pit, and the wet, cool dirt around flowers and shrubs won't seem so inviting. One last thing about those holes you will be trying to fill in. Your dog won't usually go back to a hole he's already dug if you have filled it in with his feces and covered it back up. But if he does, you can add one more thing. After you've filled it in with his feces, cover the hole with some chicken wire and then replace the sod or rock or whatever it was he was so busy digging up.